Hi, Steve Nielsen here. I just wanted to say first how great it was to be selected out of 5,000 entries into the YouTube debate. To actually get my voice heard out there on the TV and to be able to have some sort of dialogue with the presidential candidates and now with you, the YouTubers. Just let me first explain why I decided to ask the question. This question was posed as an alternative to the war, immigration, and economy standards, though it does have a lot of impact on on our economy. It brings in a lot of money, especially in the state of Florida. So I thought it was very timely, and it was a very appropriate question for the debate location and where we are at in the space space race with China, if you can call it a race, India and Japan. So I would just like to say, first of all, I think Mike Huckabee hit the nail on the head. Really, space exploration is the last inspiration for the physical science field, in that it is a new frontier. It is for all the Star Trekkies out there, it's the final frontier, and it takes innovation. And the innovation from from space exploration actually does benefit each and every one of us, from microwaves, flat screen televisions, right down to Tang. I'm sure that some of us still drink Tang. Now, Tancredo, well, besides the fact that he seemed very angry about the issue, I think that he failed to grasp that not only he was just miles from Kennedy Space Center, which is the heart of the human space industry, but he's also the congressman for my Colorado district in which I live, and I work for the human space flight program, as do many of his constituents. So the fact that he's more or less telling me that my job is irrelevant, and the fact that I work for a contractor that gets business from NASA, I'm a drain on the economy. Okay. Or I guess on, I don't even know where to start with that. I'd have to say that the question was answered well, equally by Huckabee and Tancredo, because their viewpoints actually reflect the two opposing sides of the space debate. One in which we feel that we need space exploration at let's say at all costs, and one side of the debate that says space exploration, especially any sort of science, being paid for by the government is a waste. So those are the two sides. Depending on which side you're on, I think it would be great to hear some of your comments. I think it would have been nice to get some more input from some of the other candidates, but it was really nice to see the dichotomy between those who really support space exploration and understand its benefits, and those who think that space exploration or science in general by the government is a waste of money, a waste of our collective money. Space exploration is key to innovation and to inspiration. For instance, Barack Obama said that he would cancel the human spaceflight program and take that money, put it into his education program, in which he said his education program would focus specifically on math and science. Well, without the inspiration, without the industry, the aerospace industry, how can you convince folks to study without that inspiration? So that's really, I think, something that was missed. And one thing that's not getting a lot of play or not a lot of notice is that the United States is the only country who has made it to the moon, landed man successfully on the moon. And of course, there are you conspirators out there who would say otherwise, but the United States is the only country who has physically landed a man on the moon, returned him safely to the Earth. Now, China is aiming for the moon, a country that is arguably communist and oppressive society. They don't fully understand, I guess, human rights, and there's a lot of conflict and a lot of debate about China's government. And the fact that that country will be going to the moon and planting a flag of oppression next to a flag of freedom and innovation, it's troubling to me personally, and it should be troubling to folks in our society. And I know what's going to happen because Americans seem to be short-sighted. What's going to happen is Chinese are going to land on the moon, they're going to plant their flag, and then the public is going to say, what were we doing? Why didn't we do anything? How come we can't get there? Because if we follow Tancredo and Obama on space exploration, we will not be able to launch men to space, let alone to the moon. We currently don't have the technology to do it. So, we are in a space race. China, Japan, and India have all claimed that they want to independently send people to the moon. Once they get to the moon, they will sufficiently have the technology to get to Mars. And the United States cannot find itself in second place. We cannot do that. It will be a huge moral blow to us, and a morale blow, I should say. And we will angrily be asking ourselves, why didn't somebody do something about this? So we really don't want to be left wondering, why didn't we do anything? One other thing in closing, thank you for sticking with me this long. Aiming for Mars will answer some really key questions. One of the key questions is, are we unique? Is life unique to Earth, to the planet Earth? And sending robots to look at the top inch of soil on planets isn't the best way to do it. We need to get humans there with with the same sort of technology that we use to look for, take core samples out of the ice in Antarctica and in the Arctic North. We need to be able to go there with some sort of sonic devices, where we can, the same way that we would look for dinosaur bones. We need to go there, physically see. The best computer that humankind has is the human brain, and we need to be able to physically be there, make decisions real time and perform our science in person. Another thing that it will do is it will tell us, can we survive without the protection of the Earth? Can we physically inhabit space? Can we live on the moon? Can we live on Mars? And what is the future of humankind going to look like? And what can we learn about having to live a completely green life on another planet? How is that going to be able to translate back to how we can be better stewards of our Earth? So there are so many things that just link with this kind of exploration, that to simply pass it off as we're spending, carelessly spending tax dollars, it's really, I don't want to say unintelligent. I don't want to say anything bad about any one of the presidential candidates. I have such respect for them all. But you have to see the benefits of space exploration. I think that was the point of the question, and hopefully it sparks a little bit of discussion, and people start thinking about the space industry and about the space race that we find ourselves in, but we are unaware of. Please post a video comment or text comment. Looking forward to it. Thank you.